Hey, this is Paul from the Screenwriting Software Expert. Now today we're going to tackle the age-old question for screenwriting software, paid or free. I'm going to ask you 5 questions that will help you answer this age-old question. Now most people would tell you that software doesn't matter, you just need to start writing. Now this is only partially true in my opinion. Screenwriting is about writing, but I also think being in the right environment is going to make writing a whole lot easier. Now think of it as a car. Yes, it's great to have a car, but I think there's something we like about our cars, right? Maybe it has all-wheel drive or heated seats, hey, one of my favorites, or it has great fuel economy. This is why we get certain types of cars, right? This is the same thing with screenwriting software. Yes, it's great to have a screenwriting software, but it's also great if it has the ability to do dual dialogue, or maybe have a beat board, or allows us to see how many times a certain character speaks, or maybe it's a mobile platform versus a desktop. No, maybe you don't need all those functions as that wouldn't help your work. But for some people, these are game changers that help reinforce the habit of screenwriting. This is why we're going to talk about this today. So here's that first question. The first question is, do you view screenwriting as a hobby or as a profession? Now the reason I'm asking you this is because if this is something you want to do as a profession or a job, I would create a budget around some type of software, because most jobs have types of expenses associated with them. When I worked in the medical field, I used to have to buy my own lab coats and scrubs. It would have been nice if the hospital did, but that was just the cost of doing my job. And this is the way I think you need to look at screenwriting if you're thinking of making it more than just a hobby. If you're wanting to try screenwriting out, then I'd probably try one of the free softwares out first. The nice thing, you can always upgrade it if you want to go from a hobby into a professional career. Now the second question is very much related to that first one. If you're thinking of doing this as a profession, do you have a budget for your screenwriting software? It seems like a no-brainer that if you don't have a budget, then you're probably going to be using some type of free software. Again, I want you to think about this long and hard though. Do you truly not have the money to get anything but a free program? Now, if there's a way, is there a way you could save some money up while you're using the free program in order to get one of these paid programs? Now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of nice free screenwriting softwares out there like Scrite and Scenarist, and I'll leave both of those addresses down below in the description section so you can pick those up if those are something that you're really looking for. Now the problem I think is once you get hired for working in a reading room and they give you something like Final Draft to work with, are you going to be able to make that leap to go to that new type of software? Are you going to be able to use the added features in these programs to be able to do your job effectively? So like I said, I'm thinking of what happens once you get to that next level where you will sell a script or you will become part of a team. You know, are you going to be able to make that jump? Because most of these professionals use something along the lines like Final Draft, Fade In, that type of software. Now, is there a feature that unlocks your writing? Now, for me, you know me, I love cards. So I can move movies or scenes around in my screenplay seamlessly. And so that's what I really enjoy. Now, there are not a ton of free software programs out there that do that. There may be a couple. So that would really limit my pool of candidates. If cards is what really unlocks my writing, I'm going to have not a lot of programs to choose from. But maybe do you need a beat board? Do you need a one-stop shop to put all your ideas in that beat board? Now, most of the free programs out there don't have this type of features. However, if all these bells and whistles are just bells and whistles to you and all you want is a screenplay editor, then I would go with a free program. The next question is, do you need support, either technical or personal? Are you the type of person who needs to be contacting customer support to get help when the program is not functioning the way that you need to? Or do you need resources like YouTube videos and such to help get the most out of the software? Now, most free programs have very little, if any, customer service, as well as active communities that can help you out with you in a jam. Now, there are some suggestions. Again, I'll put Scenarist and Scrite as you're beginning hopefully to see a pattern that these two are pretty good softwares, free particular softwares. Now, believe it or not, there's also tends to be more help on YouTube around these services that are paid models as well. I just think of all the videos that are out there on Final Draft, Scrivener, as well as Fade In. They do more than just talk about the software. They also help you, give you insight about writing as well. And to be fair though, StudioBinder also has a lot of free cool resources, and they have tons of helpful information about writing, even though they have the bare bones in terms of screenwriting editor. So like I said, StudioBinder is another one of these free programs that you could do. Again, there'll be a link down in the description below about how to get to their website. Now, do you want to collaborate with others? Now, back when I first started screenwriting, this wasn't a real big deal. People would just send their scripts to others and have them read them as well as edit them. Nowadays, many of the paid software allows you to work in real time with a writing partner or even an editor. It makes edits and collaboration so much easier nowadays. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot of options in terms of free programs that allow you this type of instant collaboration, which I think most of the screenwriting industry is actually going to right now. This is why when you get hired on for a writing room, they give everyone the same piece of software so that they can have them work together in real time with each other, as well as just ease of use. Now, if you're working with somebody else, you're probably going to want to get that same type of paid screenwriting software. Now, I hope today you have a little better clarity on whether you want to start with a paid or free software. Now, the nice thing is you can start with this decision. You can start with the free software and eventually upgrade to a paid version once you begin to see what features you really want, what your budget is, the support that you need, as well as if you're going to be collaborating with a ton of other people. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Paul from Screenwriting Software Expert. I make videos about screenwriting software, and I do my best to answer questions about the software to help you write well. If this is the content you find helpful, feel free to hit the subscribe button below. If you have questions about software, leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them for you. And if there's a software you'd like me to look at, please leave that in the comment section below. Well, until the next video, write well and live well.